perfect conditions for hibernation.
He's like, Daddy, it's dark outside. It's like, you ready to go get a
Nope.
bath?
Hey, let's do
He's
this.
like, yes. I'm like,
Get in the tub.
let's go. Get the bubbles.
Hey, you ain't never lie about that. How was your trip, man?
Yo, the trip was dope, man. So, you and I texted about it. Y'all, excuse me if I'm making noise, just pouring a little drink up. The trip was dope. Like, for those who don't know, we took the kids on a Disney cruise for Thanksgiving. And
Wah, wah.
bro, and real talk, we were sitting on the cruise and both Candace and I looked at each other and we was like, never again. Like, we can't do Thanksgiving again. It's just like the cruise was so relaxing. Like
Yeah.
Disney, if anybody else has been on the Disney cruise, man, feel free to pipe in. Disney just does it right, man. They do. Like as a parent, I felt, sometimes we go on vacations and you don't really get to like the mental break a little bit. Like the kids was all over
Yeah.
the place. And that was cool. But like, it's like, oh, the kids are in the water. So that means I got to pay attention. The kids are here. I got, like, bro, you just got to decompress a little bit. Disney just does it right, man. Does it right. Everything about the trip. Kudos to Disney Cruises.
Yeah.
I told you in the text. I think we're done with Thanksgiving. We're gonna be on a Disney cruise every year for the foreseeable future.
Dang. That's what's up. Do
Like,
Disney give out? Do they have like loyalty points or anything like that? Like, do you?
I think they
gather
do. I got to do some.
points or
I got to do
something?
some research on that. Like, I'm pretty sure they do. Like, on the little TV, they were talking about it, but like, you ain't paying attention to the cruise ship TV.
Hey, you got to pay attention to them points. I mean, we've done a whole
So,
episode about this. You got to get your points, right?
yeah. So I'm gonna do some research. Like, if this,
Yeah.
like, I met a woman on the cruise, man. No, I met two people on the cruise. I met a lot of people on cruise, but these two folks stand out. This woman was like, yo, like, this is my husband's 16th cruise, Disney cruise, and my 15th.
Whoa.
And she was like, this is what we do. Like, they had a little boy. They had two kids, that boy and a girl. She's like, this is what we do. Like, even if we go on vacation without the kids, we go on Disney cruises, because it's like, you can't match the service. Like, you just can't match the service that Disney provides. And it was just like, it was so dope. So dope.
I'm gonna have to look into it.
I can spend a whole episode talking about the cruise, but I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm
I'm
sure we
gonna
have
have to look into it. I'm gonna have to look into it because it's on my list of things to do. And like I said, we did Carnival, and Carnival was pretty dope because they have like more fun family kind of things or whatnot. I haven't done Royal Caribbean. I've heard good things about Royal Caribbean. Their ships look so dope, but huge. And I
Right.
think the next up would be like Disney. You know what I mean?
So Disney, the ships are a little, like, I think Royal Caribbean and Carnival, I think, have the largest ships. And then Norwegian, I think, is releasing a new ship that's supposed to be fairly large. And then Disney is, I don't think they're as large. Like, when I tell you, man, it's the service. And I don't know. Again, Candace and I went on our honeymoon cruise 15 years ago on Norwegian. So take this with a grain of salt. I don't remember what all cruises are like. I just know my stateroom attendant, when we got up and left for breakfast, he would come in somewhere in between there and make the room back up. So, like, turn the bed back into a couch, put the bed that came down from the ceiling away, fixed made the room up, made it look pretty. And then somewhere in between after dinner and when we got back, he would sneak back into the room and then make the room back up for dinner, right? I mean, make the room back up for bed. So you would walk into a room after breakfast and it'd be clean like you never were in it. And then you would walk back in the room after dinner and the room would be ready for you to go to sleep. Like,
well, I wonder if they have like an itinerary or occupancy sensor or something, or maybe they just have your dinner time.
I think so. And that was the other thing, right? Is so, you pick a block of dinner time, right? So we picked first block instead of the second or third block or whatever. And so the dinner was dope because, like Norwegian, you can go free for all dining. You eat at whatever restaurant you want to eat in, no big deal. Disney says, no, we want you to eat here at this restaurant at this specific time. If you don't want to eat here, you can eat upstairs in the buffet or in one of the other, kind of free for all kind of places. But the dope thing about eating in the restaurant is, cool, I look in the app, I look at the menu. Oh, I don't like what's on that menu for that restaurant. So
Yeah.
I like what's at the other restaurant. All right, cool. I'm going to go downstairs to my restaurant, sit at my table. I'm going to just tell my waiter, I don't want this food. Can I get the food from another restaurant? And they going to bring it.
Oh, wow.
And then like your waiter. So if you're there on the ship 6 days, you're going to eat at all the restaurants twice. 3. And this is Disney Dream. They had 3 sit down restaurants. Well, sit down with kids. They had 3 fine dining restaurants that you could eat without kids. But you'll rotate through the restaurants, but your waiter will rotate through the restaurants with you.
Wow.
So every night you have the same waiter, and he knows, so like by night 2, my man was like, Avery wants apple juice and pizza and French fries for dinner. Xavier wants pizza and spaghetti with a Sprite.
Yeah.
Right. Like there was no conversation. My man was just hip to what you wanted. Candace, you drink this kind of wine. Here go your suggestions for the wine you wanted, and my man just, like they're paid to know. Right. And it's just like,
it's pretty dope.
And then he was like, we was like, yo, I happened to mention it in passing. My son's really like grilled cheese sandwiches. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll put an order in for you. If you want it for breakfast, if your kids want the grilled cheese sandwiches for breakfast, just go tell the waiter they're going to ask for your room number. And then boom, they'll hook up 3 grilled cheese sandwiches for your kids. Right. Hey. And it's just like, it was just, and he did it, right? Like, so all I had to do was go up to one of the chefs. Boom, Jeff, room 10646. He's like, yep, 3 grilled cheese sandwiches, right? And it was like you just can't beat that level of service,
I think we need to call Disney Cruise and see if they want to sponsor an episode.
Man, hey, I can't. So we were literally on the boat, like, yo, like, where are they porting out of this summer? What's the cost for the trip? When we make, if we don't do our traditional spring break trip, could we do an early summer trip with the boys?
Right.
Like, bro, like we're not gonna probably ever do another all inclusive again.
No, I mean, remember I was telling you before, I love the idea of a cruise. Mm-hmm. It's just like show up, get on the boat.
Yep.
Y'all take care of everything, right? Like all I got to do is show up at the time. Cool. And then drink and have a good time, right? Essentially, that's what's going on. I can do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm straight. I'm honestly straight. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm gonna go do my thing. I'm gonna have a great time. See you when I see you. The only thing that really messed us up doing Carnival Cruise was we did it with a big group, and this was pre-internet package cruise, right? So we trying to coordinate between the group. It's like we gonna meet at 10 o'clock.
Now Disney has an app,
right?
And when you're on the boat, you connect to the Wi-Fi, and you can text within your party. So for us, our party was just me and Candace. But when you register, you can say, "Hey, I'm paying for these 4, but I'm in a party with these other 10 people," and then they'll throw you all into you guys can text with each other within the app. Yeah. Like, bro, hey, whenever you ready, like we can go next year. Like I've told you, we're going for Thanksgiving,
right?
So.
I mean, next year is a big year, so we got to see. I got a bunch of stuff on the list for 2023. My top place. If Disney had a cruise to Hawaii, I'd do it. But I'm going to Hawaii one way or another.
Let me look.
2023. I'm going to Hawaii.
Disney cruise to Hawaii 2023. Boom.
That's where I gotta go. That's what I want to do. I'm getting to Hawaii, and I'm going to have a great time.
Oh, and then the other part, like the character joints wasn't like in your face, right? Like
Yeah.
they told you the times that the characters are available. And
Okay.
then if that was important to you, like it was for us, or for at least for my youngest, you just got in line and saw the characters. Like it wasn't a
Did they do a lot of movies and stuff?
lot of who?
Movies for
Oh
like
yeah, like Black Panther was showing on the
Wakanda
ship.
Forever or
Wakanda Forever was showing on the ship. They did Beauty and the Beast, the musical.
ah,
The Broadway version of Beauty and the Beast was
yeah.
there. A couple other new movies were there. What's the new movie that just came out with the black boy? The new Disney joint. It just came out like last weekend.
Strange World?
Yeah, that was on the ship
I heard that was
in the movie theater. Like bro, like I'm telling like Disney is ridiculous and I love them. I will forever be a fan.